And today is the first video of 2020. Um, I feel good to be in my own space. Honestly, it really does. Where I was before we came over here, I was actually sharing a portion of the living space. That's the living room and dining room all put together. I was in a portion of that, and I really couldn't be personal with you guys. Oh my gosh, my clothes are so meshed. Because, well, I had to respect the privacy of my family, and now I am actually in my very own space. And for this first video, I don't know what to do. I mean, I have my plans of stuff that I want to do, but I actually don't know what to do first for 2020. It is a new year, it is a new day, and it's possibly a new direction, improvement, and advancement in my art. So I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna take you along. I'm not sure if I want to do a room tour, because basically most of the stuff that's in this room you guys have already seen in previous videos. All the products that I have, I've reviewed them before, so you guys already know what I have. So I don't know if a room tour is warranted, but I think for the new year I should basically, I don't know. I don't know, but I think I should take you along on my process of how I get videos out. I think that's a very good start. And yeah, I should do that. Show you guys how I do videos. It's a good thing. So let me show you that process, okay? Okay, I have the book. Okay, this book here, it's just a regular 5 subject notebook, but it is very crucial to this channel. And the reason for that is, I'll show you in the top down view, is because this is where I actually plan out my videos. Yes, my videos, except for this one, is not is usually well thought out and well planned out. Okay, I would normally, as I was saying, I would normally write all my subjects that I intend to do in here in this book. So, but this here, the first page of this book, is actually products that I did prior to getting this book. So all I did was kind of stick little leaflets in here about those products. So when I talk about these products to you, I could remember that, like for the Winsor Newton paints that I have here, it is the opacity, the movement, the layering, the brightness, the lifting, the gradient, the chalkiness, the rewettability, and the light fastness of these paints. I already know what they are. I just look at this quick leaflet and I can see that. It was actually a book for something. I just repurposed it. And then here is where I have like future videos that I want to do. Most of it is already scratched out. The Copics review, the Copics on a Hoo-Hoo, the Sennelier, the Sennelier with the Paul Rubens, the Maries, the Stylex, Winsor Newton, Artist Loft, the Powerful Packs review, the review of the Artistic Style paint. So most of these are already scratched out, but don't worry, I got other little pages underneath here. And then this is where I will write my subject matter. For instance, like the A+ paints that I tested out, I have a little leaflet here because I kind of overcrowd the page a little bit with all the information that I've gathered about that product, and just little observations that I've made while using the product, so that if I should ever use the product again, I already know what they are. So I talked about the color swatchings, the names, the color mixing. I painted illustration demonstrating wet on wet, wet on dry, the description of the paints. I talk about the opacity of the movements, the layering, the brightness, the lifting, the gradient, the chalkiness, the rewettability, and the light fastness of these paints. So I usually do that. Whenever you see these little tags, it means that I may not have enough space, because usually what I do is when I plan out a video, I will write the name, kind of highlight it to make sure that, to make it stands out, that's the topic. And then I talk about the paints, and then I talk about the characteristics of the paints, and then I leave like a space here that after I finish my review of that product, or after I talk about that product, if there's anything that I discovered about the product while I was using it, I usually have it in a little space here. Let's do a product that I have not done yet, which is these are for the Art Alliance products. See, even the Art Alliance prompt lists are in here. This was the art challenge that Jenna Gets Creative challenged me, the No Box Art Box. I have a space here again if I needed to write anything. Okay. Yeah, so we have little things like here, like, yeah, you guys are seeing future videos. So yeah, basically that's it. If the things like scroller box, sorry, I have a cold. If the things like scroller box, well, it's not actually a cold, it's an allergy. I have the window open. If the stuff like the scroller box usually comes with a product, and I would like to review them, I just basically write them here, and then I put, I left the space, and this is where I actually left the space for the product, and seems to be an HB lead because I used it. So most of the time these are well in advance, like my watercolor pencils that are here that I have not done yet. It's right here, and I just basically says how it comes. The ends of the pencils are pointed, are painted for the indication of the color numbering, no color numbering, but it seems to coincide with the Marco Renoir non-watercolor pencils. These are watercolor pencils, and I talked about the pencils here, and then I leave my space here in case there's something that I discovered about these pencils. And I think I use these pencils in an illustration, and I did discover some stuff about it, but I didn't write it. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. So I should write that down here. Anyway, this is all for the top-down view, and this is how I basically plan out my YouTube videos, especially when I use products and when I do challenges. I'm not sure if I want to do a room tour. I mean, let me know in the description now. Let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see a room tour. It is my own space, so I basically, everything in here is my own. It's not like will be invading the privacy of my family if I should film from in here. Yeah, so that's about it. It's just a quick little thing to show you guys my YouTube, how I basically plan out my videos for YouTube. It's rather quiet right now. I actually do love this. I'm always in here whenever my family needs me to come in here, they find me. I love where I am. It is, I do still have to put out those disclaimers, like the being near a major highway, having dogs, and living in the wild, because even though I did move to a new location, it's within the same area where we originally lived, so it is just a little farther down from the major highway. So you can still hear the road, the vehicles. You can still hear the dogs, and if I film during the day, you will hear the birds. So I'm still living in the same area, just not exactly at the same spot anymore. But we came here, we fell in love with it, so we decided to stay. That's about it. That's really about it. I don't want to blabber too much. I don't want this to be I don't like my videos to go past 30 minutes. I think after 30 minutes, if it's not really entertaining, you won't stay engaged, and I don't think this is entertaining at all. Oh gosh, I am just tired. I think it's the workload that I had, because we were moving, and then I was also working, and my job is a 12-hour shift job. So I was working 12 hours, and I don't necessarily live close to my work. and I take like an hour to travel to work. So basically I spend at least 14 hours out of my day when I go to work because I have to spend like an hour commuting each way. So that's 2 hours going and coming back home, and then I do 12-hour shift. And it's tiring. And then I was moving, and then majority of the time I was actually working nights. So it was wake up in the morning, do some cleaning up, do some move, get ready for work, go to work, come home, do a little bit of sleep, do some cleaning, do some move. And basically that was what I was doing for the entire Christmas holiday. So basically I haven't even spent the Christmas yet. It's just been moving, and doing everything for this move. But it is finished. Thank God it's finished. And I'm just basically drained from it. I just did the last of the moving today, and that's why I'm so tired. It's just been tiring. And my night shifts are over. So yeah, I don't have to do those anymore. That's really, really good. Tell you, my job is kind of demanding, and I did say I have a post-grad degree in my job, so it's like you guys are kind of figuring out what I do, right? 12-hour shifts, demanding job, post-grad degree. Yeah. I'm looking at my professional books right now because I have a little library in my space here where I have my professional books, my textbooks. And the majority of them I have already, well, all of them I've read actually, because I had to use them for school, and what I acquired after I had to use because before I had the job I had before, I used to actually teach my profession. So yeah, I have teaching books. It's just tiring all around. I just got some rest today, so I should be better. Anyway, I'm gonna end this. I think this is a vlog. I've never vlogged before. I don't know if this is a vlog. But I'm gonna end it here, guys. Stay safe. Stay blessed. And especially the 2020, see you in the next one. Bye.